documenting my journey. So I'm doing a tabling event in June, and I want to show you the reality of where I'm at. So first, I got these little stands. This is like a cover that I'll take off. I'm not gonna take it off now because it's May 8th today. So, for example, this is how it'll stand on the table. And so I'm happy I got 4 of these. And then today at the dollar store, I saw these little blackboards, chalkboards, and I was thinking how I want these to write like either a quote or something about my book, or just something to grab readers' attention. And so I knew I wanted this on my table, and yay, I found some at the dollar store. So yay. Other parts of my reality is that May 1st, I ordered 10 copies of my novel because I had 0. So I ordered 10 for the tabling event. And then by May 5th, I was able to order 7 more copies of my novel and then 7 copies of my poetry book. These, to me, are not a lot of copies, but there's something. I can at least have someone bought my novel, and so once they arrive, I need to ship one out to the person that bought my novel, which I'm very appreciative of. But I'm hoping to at least have 15 for the tabling event. I would like 20. I would like more because I'm hoping to have 20 plus sales. But I would like 20, but 10 is the minimum. So to have 15 would be great. To have more would be better. And then with my poetry book, the goal is also 10 to 20, if not more, because the main thing is to like return on my investment. Can I get my money back, or at least close to it? And I've realized that that would mean, I think, 15 of my novels being sold, maybe 15 to 20, or a mix of 10 of my novels, 10 of my poetry book, something like that, to be a return on investment. And so this is me just still hoping that more income comes in, because what I also need for this tabling event is a white tent with weights on it, plus to buy insurance. You can do like short-term insurance, so like for a 3-day weekend for the event. The event that I'm attending is I'm only doing for 1 day, but I think like the minimum is like 3 you could pay for. So yeah, I have to pay for that. And right now, I do not have the income. I do get paid next week, and so some of that is going towards my business account, but it's not enough. And so May is just me making things work in order to have everything ready and to have practiced the setup and everything for June. So yeah, what date is it? I couldn't even tell you. I did not write it on my calendar. I know it's a Sunday. My mind's saying June 10th, but I don't know if that's true. And I'm just also trying to, be ready and gather everything. I have to still join, because there's an app they want you to download to be a part of like updates for this event, and I haven't downloaded the app yet. So I need to get better with being on top of things. This is my reality right now, that I cannot afford a lot, but I'm making things work to get it in time, because luckily it is still May. It's still the beginning of May. So I do have time. It's still just crunch time. Also, I was looking at because I have a free plan your year, and you could plan it each month. I do each month. I don't do the full 6 months or the full 12 months. I do it for each month. And so last year, 2024 in May, I was saving $1,000 to $1,400 for an editor for my novel Home Sweet Home. And apparently I circled that I only saved $768. So I was close, and maybe that like covered the second payment, but I still had to save for the third payment. But at least I was close to that amount. And so now I need to save close to like $300, and I'm making means work. But it's still a uphill battle or a struggle. And so, yeah, this is my reality right now as a creative and as I am still building up my business. So, yeah, just trying to promote to get sales while also trying to save some books for an event. Because ordering author copies, it could take a week and a half to 2 weeks to come. That's why I wanted to order them early. But again, I'd only have like 15 books. So the latest I guess I could order again is like the 16th. Yeah, the 16th, to hopefully get it by like the week of the 25th. So anywhere between like the 28th and 30th. So yeah, it's just a process. But I just wanted to document this as I journeyed to doing a June tabling event, because I haven't done a tabling event in I think 2 years, and I've only done one. So yeah, this would be definitely like a bigger experience, and also like having a tent for the first time, because I'm used to like just the table. So that would be interesting. So yeah, I'll check back in whenever I get more stuff or the books come and all that. So yeah. Hi, this is a hopefully quick check-in, because I work at 9:30 a.m. online and it is right now 9:14 a.m. So I just wanted to check in to say that the books did come. I ordered a bunch of, not a bunch, but 15 copies of my Home Sweet Home novel and 7 copies of my poetry collection, and they came on Saturday, which is great because I got an order on April 30th, but because I was waiting for my books to come, I couldn't ship out the book that the person ordered. But luckily, it came Saturday because Sunday was Mother's Day, and so I went to go visit my mom, and so I was leaving Sunday. So luckily it came Saturday so I could ship it out, or have my boyfriend ship it out for me on Monday. So yeah, it worked out. But other updates, I just want to say how stressed I am feeling, how overwhelmed I am feeling about the event, but mostly I think it is still money, because I still have to buy bookmarks. I still have to buy like bags so that people aren't just holding books, but they have something to put the book in for the tabling event. I'm nervous about not necessarily setting it up, but how I'll get there, because my partner will be out of town. And so I'm just nervous how that will go, how much stuff I will have, if even getting an Uber or a Lyft makes sense. So there's a lot I'm just racking my brain around and trying to figure out, and trying to not stress, because I'm also nervous of how I'll be, how I'll interact, and I want to be open and be conversational and set up my table well, but I'm still learning. This is only my second tabling event, so it's okay if I'll mess up, or if it's okay if things won't be amazing or great. I just want it to go well. I just want I don't know, to not be sweaty. I was watching Monica Razak. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her last name right, but I was watching her video about basically wanting to quit, wanting to give up, and how she overcomes it, or how she overcame it during that video. And there was a lot of things I related with what she said, and some being like being sweaty and like setting up an event. You get sweaty already, and then you have to still stay the whole event. And so me, I nervous sweat. So on top of getting sweaty just because of it being like the transition from spring to summer and it being hot out, and setting up. Now you add setting up, and then now you add a nervous sweat, and I'm gonna be like talking to people, interacting. Like, that's just gonna be a lot. And so I want to make sure I will smell good and not appear also as sweaty. And then as well as to enjoy things now. So I started the Netflix show Forever. It's based on a Judy Blume book. I never read the book, but the show is good and it's very well done. Of the slow moments, the feelings, and showing how their mind is working, like what their thought processes are, the lead up to things, and then the cliffhangers is all well done. And this is what I need. I enjoy shows or movies that I could just keep going with or really take something away from it. And so this helps spark my creativity again. But that being said, I don't always allow myself to dive into TV shows and to dive into like watching movies like I enjoy doing, because I feel like I have to earn it. And a reward system can be good to like stay productive sometimes. But like Monica was saying, we deserve to enjoy things now. We don't have to put it off. If you like something or something is fun to you, enjoy it now. And so that's me working on it. So I was glad I watched the show last night, but I've messed up my sleep schedule all this week. So on top of feeling stressed, I also have messed up my sleep schedule. And so I just feel like so much is going on, and then there's so much I want to do, I guess, for my business, for my family. And so I just feel an overwhelm. I feel like I want things to go well. And I'm not even just talking about the tabling event. I'm just saying, like, I want things moving forward to go well and to keep progressing so that positive change can happen. But because of like seeing where things are in life right now, it's like it's easy to say like, yes, I want positive change to happen. I want to do these little things so progress and things can move forward. But it's also hard because there's so much to be done and to get done and to do. And so it feels overwhelming, but also I just want I want relaxation. I want my family to be able to relax. I want to know how to move forward with my business in a way that is easeful, because a lot of creators say you don't want to, I guess, blow up or become famous or rise and like get a bunch of followers or get a bunch of readers too soon when you're not ready for it. And I don't feel ready for it right now. I feel ready to continue to connect with people, to find readers, but like to get huge, I guess, as you would say, or to get what huge means to me, to get a lot of readers and a lot of following. I don't feel ready. Like I'll have naturally be sending out my newsletter or naturally promoting well. I'm still not in a consistent flow. I'm getting somewhere, but I'm not in a flow. And so like I'm grateful for where I'm at now, and I'm grateful how people that do purchase my book, I can say thank you. I appreciate that. Someone purchased my book today, and I'm so appreciative of her purchasing it because I needed it today. Like I excuse me, it felt like encouragement. It felt like, I see you, please keep going. And I am. I am. It's just hard. It's hard. And so that's where I just want to share where I'm at, because things are fine. It's just, sadly, it boils down to money. And I'm working on a healthier relationship with money, because money shouldn't control everything. And so that's why I do try to treat myself, or I budget. But even so, it's about that planning. And so it's just a lot to think about. But this is where I'm at on this journey. It's, what's it, May? Are we in May? Yeah, May 15th. So, yeah. I never said, but the tabling event is June 8th. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, we're not close yet, but I still have things to order. So yeah, this is where I'm at. Hello, tabling event things update real quick. It is Wednesday, May 21st, 2025. It is 3:35 p.m. and I ordered this morning or early this afternoon my bookmarks. So yeah, I'm getting more bookmarks. 2 are poetry bookmarks and 1 is a little bit more of bookmarks for my novel. I do realize in the future I need a bookmark that can kind of just relate to my business when that one story connects with you and Words to Books LLC. But for now, it is just like the separate for each book. And that's okay. I think it still stands out in that they're special bookmarks. So I ordered more of that. It should be coming in 7 to 8 business days. And then I opened the box because I ordered like shelves for the tabling event to like put my books on display, and I didn't realize I have to like put it together. It's simple, just screwdriver screws, but I didn't realize I had to put that together, so I have to do that. And then there's another shelf. I'll like add a picture, and I feel like I need this shelf. Like I feel like it would be good to have that as a display for my books, but it's like a new added thing, and that's money. And so I don't want to overwhelm myself, and I already am overwhelming myself. And so I feel like I should just wait for next tabling event and to invest in that. The tent did come, but I did not put it up yet. I still plan to do a mock setup before the event. You will probably see that. I will probably show you that. And then also, I have a ride to get to the event because my boyfriend's out of town, and so I was struggling to figure out ways because I didn't want to Uber, and because I have to still get like sand and stuff, I didn't want to Uber and by chance that things go wrong mess up someone's car. And so I still don't want to mess up my friend's car, but because I at least know her, I feel like it's easier and less stressful than a stranger. So yeah. There was something else I wanted to say, but I'm forgetting. Oh yes, so I have QR codes for people to scan for payment, as well as I accept cash. But I'm wondering, because I found 2 things, and I don't know which one I want to get. One's free, apparently, and then one costs $29, but I don't know how long that offer lasts because it will bump up at some point. To get kind of like a card reader so that I can accept payments, like when someone has a card, accept payments that way. And I feel like I should invest in it, but I also don't know because this is slowly starting to stress me out because I know I like because the most recent thing I've been to is like because around Mother's Day there's like flower markets or selling plants and stuff, and I know people that were selling those items did have like a card reader for people to scan, and that was very beneficial. And my business is not at that height yet, but that doesn't mean it still wouldn't be easier with a card. It's just I would have to learn it. So my other stress is that I now buy this card reader, but I have to learn it, see how transactions work, and make sure it'll go smoothly all before the event. And I guess the event is 3 weeks away, 2.5 weeks away. 3 weeks, 3 weeks, I'd say. 3 weeks away. But still, it feels stressful because I also would have to like get it like between today and tomorrow so it could arrive on time for me to test it out. And so I'm wondering, should I just stick with QR codes and cash, or could I possibly miss out on customers by doing it that way? So that's what I'm up in the air about. But yeah, that is my update about the tabling event. Some things I've guessed I've calmed down about because I did at least purchase a tent. I figured out which one to purchase. It is a cheaper one, a more affordable one, and I'm grateful for that. But I still have to buy sand for the sandbags because when you buy them, they come empty. And then I was seeing, because the tabling event that I'm a part of, they have like a group chat, group message, group community, basically, where we all can communicate with each other. And a lot of people were saying how some of them used water bags instead, or some of them use like concrete blocks instead. And so I definitely want to do a mock trial of my tent and the table, just to see how things will go and what's comfortable for me, which I think is still the sandbags. Like, that's fine. But it's about like how heavy is that? And because I do have a cart, but it's a tiny cart. And so I feel like the max weight you can hold is like the books and then like a little bit of stuff, but not like too much stuff. So yeah, it's figuring out a lot. But yeah, this was the update. I will see you another day. Hello. So it is Wednesday, 1:15 p.m. And I just wanted to update, one, how I'm feeling about the tabling event, and then two, it is two weekends from now. So not this coming weekend, but the next weekend. It's on Sunday. And so I'm just sharing how I haven't did like a practice setup yet, but I will soon, probably beginning of next week. It is raining today, but I don't want to do it alone yet. And so I want to do a practice setup with my boyfriend, and then do another practice setup by myself. But this morning I watched 2 YouTube videos of people just sharing how they prepared for their tabling event. And how they were still doing trial and error. Honestly, it made me feel calmer. And that's what I needed, because last night I was still stressed about, I guess maybe all the stuff I don't have, but maybe all the stuff I do have as well. I didn't look into the card reader, and so I'm probably just not going to have it. But I'm thinking of doing an option where if they go to my website, they could just automatically buy it, like specifically for the tabling event, where there is no shipping, of course, because they're right there, but they're buying it comfortably with their card, and then they can just grab the book. But that's still an extra hassle. I will still have QR codes for PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. But again, I won't have a card reader, and I'm trying to not let that like worry me and freak me out and be discouraging, because there's still the cash option. There's still other ways for them to pay. And plus, I think I am going to try to figure this out on my website, just as an in case. And then I like to give freebies as word search. I know some people give freebies as like candy or maybe like business cards, but for some reason I like word search. And then my first and only tabling event, a couple, and even with their friend, they like raced. They did a race to like see who found all the words first. And so maybe during this event, I'll also like, because a lot of people encourage you to stand and not sit. And so my friend will also be there with me. And so we will have 2 chairs, but maybe I could put like those 2 chairs beside my table or beside the tent, and like encourage a word search race, to see who finds all the words first, or if it's just one person, if they find all the words in a certain amount of time, they get a free bookmark. And so I feel like I like that idea because it's engaging and it's fun. It also has my contact and my website at the bottom. And it has the title of my book. I can show you my example from last year because I actually have it with me, because I'm about to. So this is for my poetry collection, Stay at Home Calls for Poetry. And I'm also about to make one for my novel. And so that's why I'm talking about this right now. So yeah, I'm going to make that for free, or for freebies, because they could just do it at home if they don't want to do it right then and there. But hopefully that would be a nice, like, an interesting and different way to like have people be interested in my books, but also converse with me and stay at the table. But then I'm also, so one of the YouTubers I watched she treated it like, she called it like the Bath and Body Works way, where you do buy one get one 25% off, or buy one get one 50% off. But I was thinking of doing a book bundle, calling it a book bundle instead of a buy one get one percentage off. So I'm wondering, should I call it like buy one get one, or should I keep it just as book bundle? I will have the price of each book displayed, and so people don't have to like guess about the book, because that's encouraged, or guess the price of the book, and that's encouraged. I really will have more figured out once I figure out the setup of my table. That will help a lot more things. But yeah, I'm trying to remind myself, like, this is like, it's gonna be okay. I got this. I'm just talking about my books. I'm just trying to connect with people. I'm just trying to connect with readers. And so I'm trying to not have it be about sales, and I'm trying to have it not be about, oh, I could do a lot of things wrong, or oh, I don't have enough stuff. I'm more just trying to have it be about experience. And of course, I do want sales. So I'm not trying to say like, oh, I don't want to be about sales, because that's not the point. That is the point. The point is connection. The point is readers and having interest in not only my writing style, but also interest in books that people may not know exist, but that could be up their alley and be up their interest of books and stories and characters they want to read about. And so, yeah, I'm just trying to stay motivated, not overwhelm myself, even though I do stay up at night just thinking about the event coming and how I'll do and what I'll say, and maybe I'll butcher even talking about my novel or talking about my poetry collection, and that's the trial and error of it. So it's okay if I do, is what I gotta remind myself. It's okay if I do, and it's definitely okay if I don't make how much I paid for the tabling event plus how much I invested in right away, because I guess the investment part of like getting a tent and like multiple bookmarks, that I may not see right away, because it's not only for this event. Like, the tent is for more events to come. The bookmarks are for, yes, these books that customers purchase, but also if I get a purchase on my website, or if I get a purchase later down the line because of someone I'm talking to. So there's more, will I get a return on how much I paid for the tabling event itself? We'll see. And then if I get even more than that, that's amazing. Or I learn what I can do differently, what worked, what didn't work. I'm not going in with a strategy just yet, because this is only my second tabling event. But I don't want to psych myself out, because yes, word search is a different, and you don't really hear about it as a freebie, but I like it, and so I'm going to stick by it and just continue to see how it goes. And then later on decide if I should try something else, because I know business cards are important too, and I don't necessarily have the money for that yet, and I don't necessarily want to give all my bookmarks away for free. So that's why I'm kind of just doing it in this like game style way. But technically my bookmarks are available for purchase for maybe $1, $1.50. I don't know yet. I don't know how much I'm charging for them yet. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to share. I'm doing okay. The event is still coming up. I did ask the coordinator and the head of the tabling, the head of the event itself. I did ask her about like insurance, because they do want insurance for this event, but there is a 3-day option versus a yearly option, and I think I can only afford the 3-day option. Plus, so that's another thing about my money stress, is because I want to see the Lilo and Stitch movie with my brother. He's literally coming into town so we can see it together, and I did not realize how I know movie tickets are expensive, but even with 20% off, it's expensive. And that hurt me a little, because I'm like, I'm trying to prepare for this event, but I'm also trying to enjoy time with my brother, my partner, and just seeing a movie that I'm interested in seeing, because it is from my childhood, and I do Like, I have a Stitch, I have a Scrump, I have been dressed up as Lilo. And so it's just a lot. It's a lot to just not overwhelm myself with and just say, I got this, God's got me, and to just keep going, trust the process, and not overthink it and not overdo it. So I can only do what I can handle at this time and not try to do too much, because again, this is only my second tabling event. So yeah, I'll check back in. I don't know if it's later today or another day. But yeah, thanks for listening. No way, they're so kind. It's a rarity that you are like opening a package where like you have to assemble it and they give you like a screwdriver or something to help. Like that's awesome, because I'm building the stands I bought, or the shelves I bought that I want to use for the tabling event, and they gave this. Like, I already had prepared and took out my different options, but they gave you one, and that's so nice and cool. And I'm just surprised. That's a nice surprise, because that's very helpful. So yeah, I just wanted to share that a little bit. I'll show you how the shelf is once I make it. Yeah, these are the parts. Yeah. I did it. Yay. This is one way it can go. I haven't made the other ways it could go. I'm sitting on the floor. I did it. I don't know how long it took me, maybe 30 minutes. So the screwdriver it came with was okay, but I did end up having to use like my own screwdriver as well to tighten it better, because it was hurting my wrist after a while with the screwdriver they provided. But it was still nice that they provided it. So yeah. I did it. Whoop whoop, that's done. So now I get to see how I'm gonna use it for the tabling event. Nice. Here are the bookmarks. For some reason, I did with Canva, but for some reason the material feels a little different. But it could just be me and not them, but how it's not centered. It looks slightly better on the tan one than in the blue one, but it's not centered well. And so that does bother me. But I'm just gonna have to let it be. This one did get like beat up a little bit more, but the others aren't as bad as this one, which is nice. And then this one, that white space, I basically used the same, because I ordered less of this one because I had some more. And this was my first ever one that I did with Canva print, and it turned out well. I don't remember this white space being that bad as this is, because I'm going to actually have to trim that, because to me that's really bad. So, yeah. It looks decent overall. Sorry about the crumbs. Don't mind the crumbs. Oh, well, that's actually just a fuzzy or something. Anywho, yeah, they look alright. It could just be on my end. I didn't center well. But they will do. And they're my new bookmarks. This one is completely new compared to the one I used to have. And then this one, I just use black text instead of white text, so hopefully you can see the words clearer. Yeah, and for this one, I feel like you can't see the book as clearly as I would want, but it's fine. And this one, besides the white space, it looks good. So yeah, this is that. And Canva print always tends to give more. Like, I ordered 10, 25, 25, and they gave 14, 29, and I'm assuming between like 25 and 29 of this one too. And that is nice. It's just like sad when it doesn't look exactly like how you want it to and you got extra. But it's still nice that Canva print tends to give extra bookmarks. So yeah, it may not always be the case. Oh wow, I don't even know if you could hear me because my hand was on the volume, but I hope you could hear me throughout all this. And yeah, it may not always be the case that Canva Print gives more bookmarks, but for me it has, and this is only my second time ordering from Canva Print. I used Vistaprint in my original ones. So yeah. This is test. It's not done yet because I gotta figure out where to put the payment and what to put here versus next to the books. I'm still figuring things out, but this is some of the setup. So this might be the final setup. Sorry if you hear a train. This might be the final setup. Here, I'm thinking this will say, like my thing that I say, like when that one story connects with you. And then this one will say freebies because the word search are freebies. Or it'll say word search game because I'm thinking of playing a game with them where, depending on if it's a group of people or one person, they can race with the word search. And then depending on time or depending on who wins first, they can get a free bookmark. And then I'm going to have a basket with all, so these are the 3 bookmark options, but I'm going to have a basket here for them to like grab it from here, but I just want it on display with this. And so I think this will be the setup. It'll just look like this, and then here will be covered because I'm going to have the prices here. So I'm going to tape from here to here the prices. And then also on this, I would have like PayPal, Cash App, Venmo for them to QR code scan. And then also right here, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. And then I would also tape one here for them to QR code scan. So this is, I think, gonna be the setup. Depending on traffic, like which direction people are coming, the word search will be on this side or it'll be on this side. So yeah, that's what I think the setup is. But of course, if it's windy, that will have to change. And do I know a backup right now? No, I do not. This will be taped. Right now it's not taped, but I would tape this. I think these should be fine, but this probably will not be up here if it's windy. And then of course if it's rainy, even though I don't think the weather is supposed to rain, or if it is, it's not until the evening. But if it is rainy, then most books will be away to not get wet. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Just wanted to update you. Do I look stressed? Because I feel it. Basically, Sunday is now supposed to rain when it was supposed to be Saturday. And what am I talking about? What's happening Sunday? The tabling event, the vendor event. So that's kind of sad. It went down from a 52% chance to a 49%. So I'm hoping it continues to go down. I'm hoping that if it is rain, it's a light rain and it's people still want to go out, or that it doesn't rain at all, or it does what it originally said, that it was supposed to rain like in the morning and then stop by afternoon. That would be fine too. So yeah, we'll see. Today is Thursday, June 5th, and the event is June 8th. So we'll see what happens. But I'm just still money stressed, just about the month, just about rent, just about doing my part, but also not wanting to do, like, I don't, like, I'm fine with part-time jobs, but
and I like the summer, but like I also need income. And so it's like, am I doing it the hard way? Am I gonna figure out a way to make it smoother, or am I just gonna do it what is deemed the easy way, but maybe not the way I want to do it? And so that's just where I'm at, because I wanted to support my boyfriend, support myself, while also doing or having a work schedule I like. But I also need income, and I need to know what's best and know when I'm just holding like myself back and making myself stress when there's an easy answer, or knowing when I just have to push myself and just continue new strategies to figure out income. So yeah, this is just me trying to find balance with this transition to summer. Yeah. Check back in later. I guess I can show you this now because I'm here. This is the price list I made. I will be putting this on that the black shelves that you saw in the video. Yes. My hair is wild, so that's why I'm doing it like this, because this at least kind of looks a little cute. But yeah, alright, see you later. Hi, quick update. So tomorrow is event day, and today is Saturday, June 7th. And so how am I feeling? I'm feeling grateful that my boyfriend is able to join me. His event was canceled because he wasn't supposed to be here this weekend, but his event was canceled, and so he's been helping. I did a practice setup today. I'll show pictures. And so I'm feeling more confident slightly. My friend was also helpful yesterday or 2 days ago when I called her, because it is supposed to rain still, but she was like, we're still gonna have fun. It's still gonna be a good time, and she was just sending positive vibes, and I needed that because I was just stressing, and I'm still stressing slightly, but I'm trying to just also be excited because it will be fun, it will be an experience, and I gotta practice. So yeah, I am looking forward to it, and however the weather is, I realize that my first tabling event, it also rained. It was on and off, but it also rained, and so now this tabling event is also raining, and so I feel like that's just what happens when I join tabling events. It rains, but that doesn't mean it's a bad time. It's still enjoyable moments because I enjoyed my first one, and so I believe I will enjoy or have something to take away from this one, trying to stay positive. And I believe this will be the last clip before you see like the event day clip, which will be in a different vlog. So yeah, I'm happy to end on a positive note because I feel like I've been a roller coaster of emotions, but many of them just stress. And so yeah, thank you for watching, and definitely stay tuned for how event went, sales, what I took away, what I learned, how I felt, the experience, the vibes, and whatever I may film. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and being part of my journey. And don't forget, just write your story, and take care.